I think you're muted. Can't hear you. No sound.
गुड इवनिंग एवरीबॉडी एंड आप सभी लोगों के लिए हार्दिक स्वागत है इस वेबिनार का। इट्स अ थर्सडे एंड जब हम लोग थर्सडे की बात करते हैं इट्स टाइम फॉर टू गेट आवरसेल्फ एजुकेटेड इन द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ वेलनेस, हेल्थ, वेल-बीइंग, फिटनेस, जेनेटिक्स एंड एवरीथिंग। तो आज 6th of February हम लोगों ने 2025 से ये वीकली सिलसिला स्टार्ट किया है। वी यूज्ड टू डू अ लॉट ऑफ वेबिनार अर्लियर बट इट्स मोर लाइक अ इनफॉर्मल डिस्कशन जो हम लोग करते हैं। और हमारे हेल्थ को संबंधित अगर हम लोग ऑलरेडी एक हेल्थ कॉन्शियस इंडिविजुअल हैं, फैमिली है या प्रोफेशनल्स हैं who would like to extend new concepts, lot of innovations, lot of inexpensive remedies, or a lot of tips and feedback from the experts. So today we have a very special person with us. But before I introduce him to you, I would like to request all of you कि आप कहाँ से लॉग इन किए हैं, कहाँ से ज्वाइन हुए हैं इस वेबिनार में। चैट बॉक्स में अगर आप लिखेंगे आपका सिटी का नाम, if you write the name of your city or state, it will give a fair idea as to where you have logged in from. Okay, nice. So we have people from Amchi, Mumbai to begin with. Then we have Jamshedpur, Punjab, Kerala. I mean, like it's like north, east, south, everywhere. So we have people from Arunachal Pradesh as well, Chennai, from Karnal, Haryana, from USA, Melissa. So nice to be here, to have you here. So from Tirupati down south, from Pune, Darshika ma'am, and Dr. Lata Ranka, Ekta ma'am. So I can see a lot of health coaches as well from Fit Bharat. So जितना हम लोग लर्निंग मोड में रखेंगे, हम सभी लोगों को हमारा प्रैक्टिस करना प्रोफेशन को ज्यादा बेहतर रहेगा, अच्छा रहेगा। सो वंस अगेन वार्म वेलकम टू यू। और आज का जो वेबिनार है, कॉल इट अ लिटिल पॉडकास्ट एट द एंड ऑल्सो, के क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर्स भी रहेंगे। एंड आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट ऑल ऑफ यू टू फोकस सो मच, क्योंकि आज हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं एक नहीं, दो नहीं, ऑलमोस्ट 30 वेलनेस सीक्रेट्स। एंड वो किसके लिए? नॉट जस्ट टू प्रिवेंट बट ऑल्सो रिवर्स द एग्जिस्टिंग लाइफस्टाइल कंडीशंस। कई बार ये डिबेट होती है कि ये कंडीशंस को रिवर्स कर सकते हैं कि नहीं कर सकते हैं। सो आई वुड लाइक टू वेलकम ऑल ऑफ यू ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ वेलोसिटी जेनेटिक्स। आवर मिशन इज टू बिल्ड हेल्दी पीपल, ताकि हम लोग एक हेल्दी नेशन को टुगेदर सब लोग मिलके बिल्ड कर पाए। We are one of the pioneers and market leaders in gene-based wellness solutions in India. हमारा एक प्रीमियम फ्लैगशिप प्रोडक्ट है, and that is Velocity Genetics DNA testing program. And we now have an advanced version of that. And उसके साथ साथ we are also educating people in understanding the concepts of nutrition, nutrigenomics, epigenetics, and the entire gene-based wellness solutions through Velocity Institute of Genomics, Nutrition and Entrepreneurship Training, WIGNET in short. So आज का जो स्पीकर हैं, आज के जो प्रेजेंटर है, उसको मैं अभी इंट्रोड्यूस करने जा रहा हूं। बट you will be surprised that he does not really come from any medical background per se. तो he is a part of wellness world. एंड जब हम लोग जेनेटिक्स, वेलोसिटी जेनेटिक्स में बात करते हैं जेनोमिक वेलनेस की, तो इस वेबिनार में जितने भी आप लोग यहाँ पे उपस्थित हैं, you're logged in, you're joined from various parts of India and even abroad, एक जेनोमिक वेलनेस का एक बहुत बड़ी लहर, एक बहुत बड़ी क्रांति पूरे दुनिया में हो रहा है बहुत तेजी से। जीन बेस्ड सर्विसेज के, whether it is medical, whether it is pharmacological, whether it is wellness, fitness, बहुत सारे solutions आ रहे हैं। I invite you to be a part of this genomic wellness. So here is the person who will be speaking today. For a change, he's not a medical doctor. Yeah, he's not a geneticist, researcher, scientist, कुछ भी नहीं है। He calls himself, he is a wellness enthusiast. यानी कि wellness के field में एक उत्साह के साथ वो जुड़े हुए हैं। उनका बैकग्राउंड स्क्रीन में है, मैं जस्ट एक्सप्लेन करूंगा। he was automobile engineer right from 1979 till almost 2014 or 2016. So almost 34 years he worked, 34, 35 years he worked as engineer in Escorts Limited in down south Chennai. And तभी उनके हेल्थ में काफी इश्यूज थे. He was consuming as many as 11 टैबलेट्स, गोलियां, दवाइयां वो लेते थे. एंड 2014 में 2014 इज अ वेरी लैंडमार्क ईयर फॉर इंडिया. और वो उन्होंने सिर्फ 4 महीने के अंदर अपनी गोलियों को, अपने टैबलेट्स, दवाइयों को खत्म कर दिया. How did he do it? He did it because, in 2016, of course, he retired from his full-time job. He took a professional job से उन्होंने अलविदा कर दिया. And he improved his metabolic health score from 20% to 90%. Just imagine, four and a half times jump, 450% jump. Improved his health span score from 25 to 94%. ये उन्होंने अपनी मेहनत से किया. And he says that knowledge is very, very important. आज हमारे पास सभी रिसोर्सेस हैं, लेकिन हमारे पास वो इंफॉर्मेशन, नॉलेज नहीं है. अगर वो नॉलेज को हम लोग हासिल करते हैं थ्रू वेरियस वेज, तो हम लोग बेहतर जिंदगी जी पाते हैं. अब ये हेल्थ स्पैन क्या है, हेल्थ स्कोर क्या है, ये वेबिनार तो इसी के ऊपर है. So they say if you continuously study on a particular subject for around 10,000 hours, you become an expert. कोई भी एक फील्ड में हम लोग जब पैदा होते हैं, वी कम लाइक रॉ मटेरियल, पर देन उसको फाइन प्रोडक्ट्स करके मार्केट में पेश करने के लिए वी नीड टू गो थ्रू अ लॉट ऑफ एजुकेशन, whether it's life education, whether it's technical education, or whether it's any kinds of academic education. ये हम सब लोगों को पता है. So दोस्तों, today we are going to talk about कि how a very ordinary person, layman, without much of a medical background can educate people. So Mr. KSG Rao, Mr. Gangeswara Rao is from Chennai, and he's there with us today. So I'd like to invite Mr. KS Rao. The screen is yours. Please guide us on how we can, expand our life, health span. What are these scores that you are, tracking against? So it's over to you, Mr. KSG Rao.
Thank you, Stan Sarrao. It's a pleasure to be on your platform, and we are associated last almost 2 years or so, and I'm seeing you work. See, a lot of people, the ambulance come home and they're picked up in the ambulance and taken. That means they're living a life most of the time, not talking about accidents, not caring their health, waiting for the ambulance to be picked up. I think that's the worst situation. The second situation is people are getting the blood test done and they're realizing they have a problem. But what work you are doing is fantastic, sir. So we are going to predict the problem. See, as an automobile engineer, I understand the importance of a user manual. See, you buy a product of even 1,000 rupees, the manufacturers provides you a small booklet. It tells you how to operate it, how to use it, and how to maintain it and all that. But look at the Bhagwan has given such a wonderful body, there is no manual. So everybody is on their own style. You see,
True.
You buy a car, the manufacturer says you bought a petrol car, you have to use only petrol and follow the instructions. Now, God knows we have come here and everybody is on their own styles. That's how we are in a different health levels. So we are going to look at it today. What is this 30 wellness secrets?
Surely.
Basically, today, suppose I'm 65 years old. Somebody is 20, somebody 30, 40, whatever it is. Now, at this day, today, what I mean to say today, what is your health score? Where are you? In terms of health parameters, where are you? Are you overweight? Are you having a large belly size? Are you having any blood pressure? Are you on any medication? These are the 3 things which does not require any test. If you are saying yes, you have belly fat, you are overweight, maybe 5 kg or 10, 20 kg, whatever it is, and you are on medication for whatever is the purpose. It could be because of a gas problem or a diabetic or whatever it is. Remember, what does that mean? That means you are going in a boat. In your boat, you have already 3 cracks. Now let's look at other biomarkers. Where are we? See, when you have a boat with 3 small cracks, your journey will not be happy, isn't it? You will be probably focusing on removing the water and safeguarding your boat. We'll understand today, as of now, as of today, what is your health score? So I have found out 10 health issues People are having 10 health issues. We'll go into a little more detail in the next slide. So this is the first step. So there are 10 health issues. You need to find out how many health issues you have. You must not have a single health issue. You should be absolutely, your weight should be as per height, your waist size should be half of 8 inches, your BP is normal, you are not on medication. And other issues we all know, you should not have a thyroid problem. Just talking basically, there are many problems, but we are focusing 10, which are very common. Diabetes you should not have, you should not have a fatty liver, you should not have high cholesterol. These are the few things we all know. So we will go specifically what are the 10 health issues people have. Next is in the
Sir,
yeah,
I'm just afraid you want to also share the screen with the people.
yeah, I will just
Okay.
I will do that.
All right.
So the second step, we have looked at 10 health issues. That is the 10 secrets we are going to learn. Number two, in the first place, how do we landed in this health problem now? What does it mean? That means whatever number of years you've been living now, you are doing certain things which are not helpful to your health, and something good you are also doing. It's a mix. If somebody is not at all walking, but somebody is taking fruits, something like it's a mix of good, bad, ugly put together. So, nutshell, the outcome of your number of daily wrong habits, how severely you have. Say somebody is taking coffee, tea. One guy is taking 1 coffee a day, somebody is taking 4 coffee. The severity is there. Somebody is doing only last 2 years, somebody is like 20 years. So damage will be there accordingly. So we look at that. So there are 10 daily wrong habits we are all doing. I classified them, we'll see. Friends, at one time, my health score is 20%. I was okay only on 2 parameters. I had 8 health issues. And similarly, these 10 daily wrong habits, believe me, I was doing 5 daily wrong habits for almost 30 wrong habits for 30 years. Definitely, I'll end up into the problem. So we need to understand. Next, third is what? How do we come out of it? How do you come out of your health issues? First of all, you have to stop doing those wrong habits. Understand where you are. Then the third step is, what are the 7 essentials for good health? We need to know. I have created a dinacharya from morning to night, what you should do in terms of 10 steps. So you need to see whether you are doing all the 10 or not. So this is what it is in a nutshell about 30 wellness secrets. It's a 3-steps approach. Step 1, we are analyzing our health as of today based on certain biomarkers. Number 2, we are looking at it. So I'll just show you a quick presentation and then we'll go into details. Can you all see, sir? Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, we can
The
hear
slide
you.
is visible?
Yes.
All right. See, I had a good sleep. There was no problem on my sleep. I had no stress despite I'm working as a general manager marketing. I was not having any stress and I used to go everyday exercise. So these are the 3 good, habits which should contribute health. But has it helped me? We will see that. In 2019, in May 2000, I attended a program. It's called Madras Academy of Excellence by Dr. J. N. Reddy. It's about, personality relationship, interpersonal relationship, all those things stuff, basically communication skills and all. I attended the program. In that program, he talked about health. And he was speaking to me about this, stimulants and then intoxicants. So I used to have alcohol probably probably in 3-4 times in a month. And I used to have coffee at least 3-4 times a day. And I was such a non-vegetarian food eater. Believe me, in a week, I used to eat 4 to 5 times non-vegetarian. So when he talked about the health and these 3 things, they said they are going to affect your health. Believe me, the same afternoon, way back in May 2000, I stopped. I stopped alcohol, I stopped coffee, tea, I stopped non-vegetarian. Has it improved my health? We look at it. So because I already have 3 habits and I've changed that. Then in 2002, I started with 2 medications for cholesterol and I ended up having 11 medications by 2014. This is how I used to be. With 11 medication, this is my prescription. Morning, I used to have 5 tablets, evening 6 tablets. What are the health issues I have? I was 10 kg overweight. I had belly fat, blood pressure, diabetes, fatty liver, joint pains, and kidney stones. I got admitted in hospital twice in the midnight. And luckily, without any intervention, I came out. I was on 11 medication. So this was my situation. What do we understand from this, friends? See, despite having good sleep, no stress, daily exercise, no coffee, tea, no alcohol, and no non-vegetarian, I have not been able to improve my health. Why? We look at it now. And in 2014, I happened to pick up a book in Vijayawada. There is a Dr. Mantena Sachidanand Raju. He's an amazing guy. Last 30 years, he helped lakhs of people in Andhra. And he's a naturopathy doctor. And this book is called A Proven Cure for Diabetes Through Natural Lifestyle. This book is costing 75 rupees. I happened to go in 2014 from Chennai to Vijayawada, Guntur. I picked up that book. I was so fascinated that book. In the train, I read off. The balance I finished the next day, I started following. And he has a DVD, so 63 DVDs, each running for 5 hours and various subjects. He used to give a lot of speeches, so all the speeches were there. I listened to everything very patiently. In about 4 months, look at my transformation. And these are few of the people, the best of the people you have in YouTube channel. You can watch them. In fact, in the last 11 years, I've invested more than 8,000 hours of enriching my knowledge. And what is most important, friends, you require the right knowledge and then the discipline. Both are absolutely essential. You can watch my YouTube videos in Wellness Secrets. You can understand more about it. So look at the transformation, friends. What happened in about 4 months? I lost about 9 kg weight. My waist size has become 3 inches less. So I had to, restitch all my pants. BP has become normal. I became to zero medicine. And this has been my journey. Now tell me, is it possible for everybody? Yes. In the last 11 years, more specifically last 4 years, I have seen hundreds of people benefiting by this approach. We will see, friends. This is me and my wife before 2014, and these are few people who have benefited. And I do give classes in colleges and schools free of cost. This is a school, and this is government college, and these are the places. Some corporates, Ashok Leyland, Voltas, and L&T. And then there's a camp. I also give a camp free of cost. I just join them to help to become all right. This is a recent camp. I have gone there in the 19th January. And few talks, I keep on giving talks like Velocity sir has given me the opportunity. Like that, I do classes. The few YouTube videos are also there. And these are the few people. Let's come back to the crux of the problem. Sometime in June 23, ICMR has provided a data. What they're saying? They have done 2 blood tests and they focused about 4 health issues. And look at the pathetic situation in India. Obesity. Every one in out of 10 people, 3 people are obese, and another 3 people are having belly fat. That means if you combine them, 60% of the Indian population either have belly fat or a fat. Obesity. And what this hypertension? Again, 30% people. Possibly one guy could be having overweight and belly fat and also BP also. Let's not do that. Cholesterol, high cholesterol, 80%, 81% people have high cholesterol. It's absolutely mind-boggling. Health minister, I don't know how he can sleep. Such a pathetic situation. Then comes pre-diabetes and diabetes. Look at it. All put together about 30%, let's say. Pre-diabetic and diabetic put together around 25-30%. That means every out of 10 people, every third person is having diabetes. 3%, 30% of the population. Friends, in 2023 Garba dance in Gujarat, I was seeing the news, came in the newspaper as well as the TV also. Garba dance, you all know, it's very simple dandy, simply playing like that. 500 calls have gone for ambulances. What does that mean? People are falling, simply they're getting fainted or they become sick. And 20 heart attack cases were reported. By this, we understand the situation of the health. As I said to you, friends, they have done it. See, overweight, belly fat, we talked about. BP, they have done it. Medication, they have not talked about. Cholesterol, they have talked about it. They talked about diabetes. There are another 4 things which require to be looked at is these, friends. Fatty liver. Let me tell you, more than 30-40% people are fatty liver. Unless you do the test, you will not know. Thyroid dysfunction. Lot of people, anybody who asks the ladies, most of them, they say, sir, I have thyroid, but it's under control. What is under control? On medication. The human body is not designed to live with medication, friends. You're putting medication means you're doing something wrong, which you can correct it. D vitamin deficiency is rampant, friends. I have got more than 700 blood reports. And I've seen at least 90-80% people have D vitamin deficiency. B12 deficiency. The 10th point, what I'm saying is this is insulin resistance. Friends, we will look at it very closely. What is this insulin resistance and all that? And look at what are the weights and height should be. Look at, see, weight should be as per this. Look at 5 feet person in India, a female should be around 46 kg weight. A male could be 48. A 6 feet person also should not be beyond, lady should not be beyond 70 kg and male should not be beyond 72 kg. Ideal. There is always a range from, people will tell you 70 to 90. So people take the 90 range. Don't take it. Don't take the lowest range. If you are beyond 72 kg, 6 feet means you are overweight. So look at it. Similarly, blood pressure, the range. Look at the range. Ideal range is 190 by 60 is ideal blood pressure. It should be below 120 by 80. Lot of people think, okay, 130 by 90 is okay. No. At one time, friends, my blood pressure used to be 130 by 90 with medication. Nowadays, my blood pressure last 11 years is around 100 by 70, 90 by 60 range without any medication. What is this blood pressure, friends? Blood pressure means you have the blood vessels. If you put them one after other, it will go 1.5 rounds the earth. And look, your blood has to go through that. The heart has to pump there. And if your blood pressure high, look at the toxic, the taxing you are doing on your heart. So the blood pressure should be this range. And then you should live a life without medicine. Look at, friends, if you are already overweight, you are already having a belly fat, you are on medication, this is the time for you to check the blood test. And again, this blood test, many times we go and get that test done. And unfortunately, the 3 tests are not done. So you will never know. See, as I told you, friends, when you are going in a boat, you can't even go with a one crack in the boat. So as we discussed with you, these 10 health issues, insulin resistance, overweight, lipid profile, heart health, will know, fatty liver, thyroid dysfunction, are you pre-diabetic or diabetic? Look at what I colored red, D vitamin deficiency, B12 and insulin resistance. These 3 tests are generally not available in many of the packages. What it means, friends, I want to give a simple example for you to understand. Say in Chennai, I want to buy a 3-bedroom flat. A new one is costly, 1 crore, I cannot buy. So I have a budget of 50, 60 lakhs. So a 3-bedroom flat with having 3 bathrooms and kitchen and hall and 2 balconies, there are 10 places you must inspect. Suppose you just go and see only bedrooms can come back. What is the use, friends? So similarly, in these are the 3 blood tests which are not part of many packages. I've seen the other day package starting from 999 to 20,000 rupees in a corporate office, corporate hospital. They are checking CT angio. They are checking cancer, but they are not checking these parameters. That means, what does it mean, friends? You are going to see your 3-bedroom flat. You are not looking at kitchen or bathrooms, but you are going to the attic and you are seeing in the cupboards. Yes, checking cupboards is good enough, but is it not important to check these things? So this is what is happening, so you need to know. So as I told you, friends, these are again, the problem is the range. See, many times these range are very, very large. See, look at it, fasting insulin, the lab says 3 to 25. So you are at 24, you think you're all right. Not at all. And similarly, fasting glucose, these parameters, triglyceride should be below 100. Lab says below 150. Like again, D vitamin, they say 30 to 100 is okay. But the best is 60 to 100. Look at these markers, friends. And we see a case study here. Look at this lady, 25-year-old girl. She joined my group. When I asked her what's her problem, she says a little overweight, sir. That's all. When she got the blood test, look at all the problems she has. She is having severe insulin resistance. She is overweight. She has a large waist size. She is only 5 feet. 5 feet means her waist size should be only 30 inches, but 42 inches. That means large amount of visceral fat is there in her belly area. And she's triglycerides extremely high. Look at fatty liver. She's already fatty liver. And thyroid also she has. And diabetic, she is very, very high. At 25 years, her HbA1c is 10.2%. At one time, even I have never had in my 12 years of life, my HbA1c never crossed 7.9%. And D vitamin, look at, friends, 4.19. She has never got the test done. And out of 10 health issues, she is having 9 health issues. She was okay only on blood pressure. What does that mean, friends? If I have to translate in the simple layman language, she's traveling in a boat with 9 cracks. Tell me, will her journey be safe, comfortable? She'll be more concerned, focused on, safeguarding herself. Probably she'll be throwing the water from the boat. She will not be able to enjoy the life. Do you agree with me? Any questions on this? So we have looked at this 10 health issues. Find out how many health issues. At one time, friends, I had 8 health issues. Still, I'm having diabetes because I'm 66, 65, and I have neglected my health many, many years. I have no clue, don't know what the hell to do. So my pancreas has to a large extent has damaged. Despite my best of efforts, my HbA1c is around 7.3%. Of course, without medicine. And I'm sure I'll be able to bring it below 7 also. So a stitch in time saves 9. Like suppose if you have done this velocity genetics test, you'll be able to even prevent all this stuff, friends. I wish, sir, if I knew this when I was young, probably it would have helped me. We didn't have the right knowledge. Any other questions, friends, on this? On 10 health issues. Hello.
Yeah, I think you given us a fair idea. Ki, I'll also use a little Hindi in between. That the pathological blood tests are definitely one parameters where we can actually find out as to what is the condition abhi. मतलब इस moment में मेरा health का score क्या है, which are the areas, and that can indicate us many different problems. But as Mr. Rao said, a predictive healthcare is a new concept altogether. And आगे क्या क्या रिस्क आने वाली है सॉरी ये अगर हमको पहले से पता चल जाएगा तो definitely we can work on various parameters, and your food habits, your exercise, your lifestyle modifications can be done. What we are going to do now is, Mr. Rao, I just wanted to ask you, what prompted you कि आपको लोगों, I mean, you need to go and then educate people your own health, or you also saw a lot of people seeking help with you, seeking help from you?
Sir, it's something like it, sir. I tell you, I'm inspired by one particular discussion. Say we are all like, stranded, stranded persons in the desert. So we are all stranded, we got stuck in desert. So what is our prime requirement, sir? To find oasis where the water is available. So we are all going in different directions. I am the guy who found the oasis. It's my duty to shout, tell people, look, this side you have to come. So this has been my nature to share the knowledge. So I've invested time and this is done free of cost. And I chase people, sir. People don't come to me. I chase people because I believe one thing, sir. Remember one thing. We are all driven by our prarabdha karma. See, if prarabdha karma is so strong, we don't change. You all know the story of Junjunwala. Look at that guy. He's such a rich. He can call anybody. But look at the way he had the health issues. Why? Tell me. Because he's prarabdha karma. So I always believe, but okay, we don't know what the hell is going to happen tomorrow. But yes, we have an opportunity to change. Even I change, doesn't happen, that's okay. But I would only worry when I don't make efforts, and if something happens, I cannot blame anybody. I put best of my efforts and still I'm not doing good, it's fine.
Okay, so I think it's inspiration कि आप खुद अपने लाइफ में अपना हेल्थ को देखते हैं, and then you feel that all the efforts that you're putting in, उसका फल दूसरे लोगों को भी मिलना चाहिए. People also should benefit from that. What we are going to make now is that with these basic health issues that Mr. Rao pointed out, we need to understand a little more in depth, and then we'll take questions. तो आप अपने questions को पूछ सकते हैं. Mr. Harmish Majitia is asking, most important is test कौन सा है? I mean, which test? Like, is it fasting sugar and sucrose testing?
Good question, sir. Shall I answer this question?
Please.
Yeah. See, this is the problem, sir. If you ask 4 blind people to describe out an elephant, what happens? You get part view. Somebody holds the leg and says a pillar. It can't be like, tell me, in a boat, you're going a lifeboat, how many cracks you will allow? Which crack you pay attention? Tell me, sir. So overweight is a problem. Insulin resistance is a problem. Vitamin, that way there are many. Look, if somebody has a kidney failure, somebody has some inflammation markers. Okay, there are too much of them. We'll only look at this 10. You focus on this 10, understand why the hell we are getting these problems, find a solution. I have seen people improving substantially. Can we go to the next subject? What are the reasons why we are getting into trouble?
Sure.
Meantime, people can ask questions, we can answer so that we can complete because we have only half an hour. So let's give the basics. Maybe we can go more deeper into the each subject, maybe in the later episodes.
Surely.
All right. Can you see the slide, friends? Hello?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, now as I said to you, look at sir, I've got these are some of the group members. Look at this girl, 8-year-old girl, and look at the problem she has. She had 4 health issues at the age of 8, severe insulin resistance, and she's having high cholesterol. Little, I can't say high, but yes, it is not in order. And look at her D vitamin is very low. She has 4 health issues. Look at another person, is 11-year-old boy, 20 kg overweight at the age of 11. And then he has 5 disorders. This lady, 13-year-old girl, look at 18 kg overweight. You can only map it if you have something like it, friends. I tell you, it's like your progress report. Look at your report. Don't just go in the vagueness. And this girl at 12 years, 13 years, she has 5 disorders. Look at this lady. We have just seen this lady in the other thing. 25-year-old, 9 health issues she has. And look at this gentleman, 55-year-old, 2311. Oh, sorry. 2311. Out of 10 health issues, he has 9 health issues. Look, this is my grandson who lives in US. So when he came to India, I got the test done. And at that time, in the last year, it was only 1 D vitamin less for him. A year down the line, look at, he has increased his insulin. He became insulin resistant. His already his liver enzymes are going up. He's getting a fatty liver at the age of 9. And his D vitamin is still not improved. That means he is already having 3 health issues which require attention. Now we'll see, friends, what are the 10 root causes of lifestyle disorders? See, we know, everybody knows, friends. Everybody knows, but we have little, what I should say, vagueness. See, friends, suppose you have a small, fish pond where you are doing fish business, right? But after a few months, you found when you came, you found few fishes were, are sick and they're floating dead. What will you do? Will you start giving good supplements? Will you start giving good food? Will you give some antibiotics? What will you do, friends? You will try to find out why the hell they are dying. So after 3 fish which are dead, you have thrown it up. But again, third day when you come, you see a couple of fish dead. That means there is some pollution entering into your this pool. So like similarly, friends, when somebody is becoming ill health, there are 10 daily, wrong habits. Suppose, say, for example, from this fish, in this fish pond, you are getting a sewage water, you are getting a drainage water, say you are getting from some chemical factory, some water, some kitchen waste, falana, dimaka, all sorts of dirt and wastewater is entering into your fish pond. Now tell me, how many places you have to block? Will you have to block all the 10, or if it's okay if you block 5? So you have to make sure that all the 10 you have to block it. Similarly, we are all doing 10 daily wrong habits. We all know. Can anybody guess and put it in the chat box? We all know. Let me tell you what is the number one, is the chronic stress. See, chronic stress, what would happen, friends? When you are chronic stress, you become very alert, you may not get sleep, and your sugar level will increase. This is a chronic stress, not the stress, chronic stress. So chronic stress will make you not sleep well in the night. You will not be able to sleep well. 7 hours night sleep is non-negotiable. If you're doing a night duty, the first opportunity, you should kick the job and get onto that. Otherwise, you have to be doubly careful in your life. Sedentary lifestyle, no exercise. People have got amazing excuses. Sir, I have a small child. I have to go to office. My husband, I have to send him. Fine, if you don't do exercise, you are going to pay the price. So this is one type of, pollution entering into your body, not doing exercise. Intoxicants and stimulants. We all know alcohol and then, tobacco and all that, stimulants like coffee, tea, etc. to be stopped. And then sugar, refined oils, packaged foods. If you're having it regularly, you're polluting your system, your body. Constipation, gas, bloating, not having appetite, all these things. What is constipation, friends? Constipation means if a person is unable to clear his bowels immediately after waking up within half an hour, consider he is having constipation. Maybe he is passing his stool sometime in the afternoon or night, I consider if he is unable to clear his bowels in the morning within half an hour time, he is constipated. Number one. Suppose a person is staying in the bathroom very more than 10-15 minutes to make sure that he is evacuating, that means you have constipation. Have you ever seen, friends? Have you ever seen a cow? When a cow is, going for its bowel movement, how much time it takes? Just takes 10 seconds. Maybe it is urinating, it may take a minute and a half, 2 minutes. But it's ulta for us. We spend more time in the toilet. Why? Because of wrong habits. So we will see. Yeah. So constipation, gas, and bloating. What is the ninth one? Dehydration and wrong way of drinking water. We have no clue how much water to drink, when not to drink. We have absolutely no clarity, friends. I had kidney stone problem until 2014. I had no clue. I was probably drinking 1 to 1.5 liters. And I have no clue how to drink also. So with the result, I had a kidney stone problem. I got admitted twice. I had to spend a lot of money. And doctor told me to drink more water. I followed that. I just got belly fat. Now I never got the stones off. So there is a method. We are all doing this mistake. What is the eighth problem, friend? Lack of nutritious food. See, we are all habituated to eat, cooked food only. Morning idli in South, people have some idli dosa. Lunchtime, they have some white rice and some sabji, sambar, rasam, some stuff like that. Night, somebody says, no, no, I don't eat food, sir. I eat only chapati or some. Where is the nutritious food, friends? Where is the nutrition coming from you? Cooked food is devoid of nutrition. Remember that. These are the 8 points we have discussed. We all know, but we think nothing is happening because you don't sleep, you have stress, nothing is happening to you for years. So let's see, what is the ninth point? Can anybody guess? Can anybody put in the chat box? What is the ninth mistake we are all doing? This is the mistake, let me tell you, the world population is doing. That's why the world health is bad. What is that mistake? Can anybody guess? Stand, sir. We have covered 8. No, I have not mentioned it. No, I have not mentioned it. It's not come in the stage. Okay, let me tell you. The biggest mistake everybody is doing, eating multiple times in a day without hunger. What is the nature of our habit, friend? Immediately after waking up, we have a coffee tea. Then we have a breakfast. You go to the office. What happens in the office? You are provided coffee tea. Lunch. Then again in the office, you are provided coffee tea around 3 o'clock. Otherwise, you take yourself. 6 o'clock on the way back home, you pick up some eatables. You see some mirchi bhajis made or some jalebis made. You pick up something and have a piece. And then you go home and have a dinner. So how many times you eat in, friends? You have eaten about 6 to 7 times. At one time, I used to do 7 times in a day for almost for 30 years. What happens when you do this? It is going to create a problem. What is the 10th point, friend? 10th is other than water is food which spikes sugar and insulin. Very, very important point. All of you to make a note of this. You can take a screenshot and look at it. See, somebody says, no, no, sir, I just take a quarter cup of coffee only. I don't take full. Friends, whether you take quarter cup coffee or you take a biryani, your stomach has to work. Only when you put water in the stomach, it does not require digestion. Otherwise, it requires digestion. So we look at it, other than what is food. 90% are insulin resistant and they are not checking the health also. They say, no, no, sir, I am not having any problem, but he's 20 kg overweight. He says, no, no, I checked my fasting sugar, sir, it is 90. Friends, fasting sugar is a controlled parameter. Let me tell you, for years and decades, it will be under control. If I would give you one simple example to you, friends, if I'm some of your friend, suppose I'm staying in Chennai, you call me in the month of May and ask me, Mr. Rao, in the peak summer, you ask me, what is the temperature? I look at my AC and see it's about 16 degree, which is true, but it's a controlled temperature. Outside temperature could be 38, 40. Similarly, fasting sugar is a controlled parameter for years and decades, it will be under control. So a lot of people just check their fasting sugar, they decide themselves that they don't have a problem. Totally erroneous. When you do the 10 health checks, we will know. Now we look at this multiple times eating. What are the mistakes we do, friends? Habitual eating. What is breakfast time, lunch time, dinner time, coffee time, tea time? So you just go by the time and take the stuff. Then sense tempted eating. You see somebody is eating a jalebi on the way. You just stop and pick it up. And office culture, most of the offices, they provide you free coffee, tea, and they have a cafeteria also free. So what happens if some guest comes, you walk in and pick it up? Something is available free. Suppose I hope I last time I attended conducted a session L&T, I told them please charge them. At least they stopped taking it free. So the number of times eating will increase. Environmental eating. Somebody compels you. You go to your house, your mom will compel you. No, 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 I made it for you. You tell, no, I'm not hungry. I ate just now. She won't listen. We are all stuck like that. Emotional eating, nutritional hunger. If you take crappy food like high carb foods, you'll feel hungry in 2 hours. So you need to have good food tasting. Most of the women, while feeding their children, they keep eating. They think it is not significant. Friends, it is significant. It doesn't, nothing happens in one day, 1 month, 1 year. But you are doing this mistake years. We'll have to look at it, how a human body functions. When you eat food, what happens? Then prasadam. Somebody comes from Tirupati. He opens the box to you. What happens, friends? Out of devotion, we pick up and put it in the mouth. As if, and if people don't have a sugar, then probably they pick up a full laddu also. So this is how we end up eating 10 eating disorders. And then hangry. That means when you are having insulin resistance, you will feel hungry and angry. You feel hungry. See, a person who is a 100 kg weight, he has a lot of, glucose and lot of fat in his body. But he feels very hungry. Where is the fat? Why is not having any energy? It's because of insulin resistance. See, at one time, friends, I am doing all the 10 mistakes. Now, what will happen if you are doing these 10 daily wrong habits and these 10 eating disorders? Your body, you will have toxins. You are unable to, you are imbibing more toxins, you are unable to release the toxins. How your toxins will go out? The toxins will go out through your stools, through your urine, and through your sweat, through your breath. Suppose you are not drinking proper water, you are not going to the stools twice in a day. Obviously, you are stock of more of toxins in the body. Nutritional deficiency, as you are saying, you are only eating good food, you don't have the body building material like enzymes, minerals, key vitamins. Poor gut health and gut microbiome imbalance, circadian imbalance. People have no clue. See, we are designed to sleep in the night. Owls only sleep in the day. But we have become like owls only. With the result, there is a lot of circadian imbalance. The internal clock gets disturbed. Insulin resistance. Then chronic inflammation in the body. Look at people's HSCRP skyrocketing. Homocysteine skyrocketing. Then you see their uric acid. They see, look at their ESRs. All because of all these things. It is not necessary that you have to have all the 10 problems, friend. As we discussed earlier, in the fish pond, you are able to block 9, pollutants. You blocked it. Only one is there. One pollutant is going. Maybe earlier, maybe every 2-3 months, you see that fish are dead, dying. Maybe it may take 6 months. Pollution is happening. So out of these 10 daily wrong habits, from 10 eating disorders, you must put an end to that from today. This will increase your insulin resistance, friends. See, as I said to you, look, the insulin resistance cause, what are the problems? Belly fat, overweight, PCOD, cardiovascular problem, hypertension, thyroid dysfunction, pre-diabetes, diabetes, all are because of these 10 daily wrong habits. And they will land you in insulin resistance. They will land you into so many other issues. So what is the solution? Solution is stop doing those daily wrong habits from today. Look at it. Find out how many wrong habits you have. Find out how many eating disorders you have. As I told you, friends, at one time I was having almost about 6, 7. So this is very important. Now, what do we do? Now we have looked at the second part of it. We have seen what is our current health, why the hell we are getting into such a problem because of the wrong habits. Now, what is the solution? What is the solution is very simple. It is necessary that you have to get the test done. See, friends, you suppose 3 patients go to a doctor, ortho doctor, they just had fallen, there's no health issues. How the doctor will treat him? He will take the x-ray. Say a person A, does not have any crack. He probably put a crack bandage and send him off. Patient B had a hairline crack. What he will do? He'll put plaster of Paris and give a stick on his leg. They tell him 6 weeks, you have to take rest. Patient C has longer crack, bigger crack. What they will do? Nut bolt, put a plate. Similarly, unless we know the metabolic health score, our approach will not be appropriate. In Telugu, there is a kahavat, a blind, blind bull entering into your field. Is blind bull entering into the field is good or bad? We think it is good. See, friend, blind, sorry, it is bad, we think. See, blind thing, it doesn't know which side is green grass, which side is thorny place. Likewise, unless we know our health score, it is very, very difficult to do. Then we cannot monitor also. As I told you, we have just seen few case studies. We will see whether they stop these daily wrong habits, start following the Dinacharya. This is the 10 habits Dinacharya. We will look at it quickly. Before going to that, let us look at what are the 7 essentials for good health. Friends, okay. See, we all know if you want to make a very delicious coffee, what do you require, friend? You require milk, you require coffee powder, you require sugar, right? If I give you good quality of these items and adequate quantity, you will make excellent coffee. Suppose I don't give you good quality or I don't give the sufficient quantity of the milk or sugar, your coffee will not be tasty. Once you make a very, very delicious coffee, just you put a half a spoon of mirchi powder. What will happen? That means what is required, what is not required. Similarly, for health, there are 7 essentials for good health. Can anybody guess what are the essentials for good health? Like as I said to you, very specific, like elementary stuff. For coffee, we require milk, we require coffee powder, Nescafe and sugar. Likewise, for health, what you require? We all know we require water, we require food. Anything else, friends? There are 7. Can anybody guess? We are doing it, but we are doing haphazardly. We are doing it very haphazardly. Okay, let me come back to you quickly. We have no much time. Yeah. What are the 7 essentials? Look, I said here, there are 7 essentials for good health. They should balance 5 elements. What are the 5 elements? Pancha Mahabhutas. We all know what is Pancha Mahabhutas. Earth element, which you can see with all your 5 senses. Next is water element. Then comes fire element. Then comes air element. Then comes the space element. Space element you cannot perceive with your five senses. This is how they are done. Similarly, what are the 7 essentials? We look at it very quickly. Air. We require air. If you don't get air for 4-5 minutes, you are dead. Fortunately, it is not in our hands. Otherwise, we would have forgotten. It is happening automatically. So what you do, just focus at 20 minutes of pranayama every day. Do the abdominal breathing. See what happens, friends, when we breathe. A lot of people do the shallow breathing. When you take the breath inside, slowly you take the breath out, breath inside, your stomach should bulge out so that your lungs will expand into the cavity and you can inhale more air. A lot of people are doing ulta. So whenever you are sitting here, just consciously do it. Take the deep breath, watch your stomach is coming out, ballooning out. Like when you put the air in a balloon, what happens? It enlarges. Similarly, you take the air in inhale and make sure that your stomach comes out. Hold for a while and then again exhaust. Slowly release the air from your nose and make sure that your stomach is going and touching your backbone. So it's something like a belly is going like this, coming out. Belly is going like this, coming out. So you will be able to inhale lot of air. See, what is air, friend? Basically, when you inhale the air, there's an exchange of oxygen to your blood. That's how you have the. So this is air element. It is happening automatically. You don't have to do anything consciously. But if you want to do better, do a 20 minutes of pranayama and abdominal breathing. This will improve your air element. What is next is water element. You must drink 3 to 4 liters water, friends. Very, very important. Recently, this we have just shown you that ICMR survey where they have shown so many people are unhealthy. And ICMR has released a booklet, a 128-page booklet, saying 17 guidelines for Indians to be healthy. Stands up. Have you seen that book released by ICMR NIN, National Institute of Nutrition?
No, not yet.
Fine, I'll send that book to you. 128-page book with 17 guidelines. Unfortunately, that book is incomplete. It's something like, I'm asking you to make coffee and I don't give you sugar. In that, these 7 essentials, there are 2 essentials are not there. And 4 essentials are erroneous. Very unfortunate. Maybe one of these days, please, let's have a class on that. We will see what are they suggesting. If anybody is absolutely focused and disciplined, follow that verbatim, he can never be healthy. I can guarantee you that. As I told you, friends, if I don't give you one item in coffee, you will never be able to make a good coffee. Similarly, like that. So let's look at the 7 essentials. We looked at the second one, water. What is the third one? Third one is excretion, removal of the waste from our body. 2 bowel movements, preferably in the morning. Very important, very difficult. But it is possible in our approach. We will teach you how to do that. Very simple. When you are able to excrete from your body the waste material, believe me, friends, you will be on a floating mode. I have been in a floating mode for the last 11 years because you are clearing your system and you are having good hydration, good elimination, and good, oxygen inhalation and all that. Exercise. 1 hour brisk walk is non-negotiable. Lot of people, the guidelines are, friends, if you walk 20 minutes for 5 days a week, it is sufficient, they say. I don't know why the hell, but they never tell you you are eating 5 to 6 times every day, all the 7 days. Nobody will tell you you eat only 2 times and eat only 5 days. But here they are giving you all that sorts of, because people want to listen. Let me tell you, where is the biggest problem to us, sir? People want to listen good things about their bad habits. Let me repeat this point. People are happy to listen good things about bad habits. Suppose some joker will come and tell you, taking coffee every day, 1 coffee will put your heart attack away. All coffee drinkers are very happy with that. Absolutely illogical, friends. Somebody was talking about one drink is good. Now I believe this, what is that, US doctor, surgeon, general surgeon, he is giving a notice. All the alcohol should mention that, look, alcohol is injurious to health. See, at one time, what is the logic they were giving you? One drink is good for heart or falana dimag and all that. Absolute bullshit. Next is rest. 7 hours night sleep is a must, friends. Absolutely these are all non-negotiable. As I said to you, for coffee, sugar is negotiable or non-negotiable? Non-negotiable. Similarly, these are non-negotiable. 7 hours sleep, 16 hours of overnight fasting, fasting in once in a fortnight. Friends, many times when we talk about rest means we only talk about sleep. See, actually, what is rest? See, human body has two modes. One mode is, it is, your digestion, assimilation, and elimination is one job it does. You know what is the other job it does? Anybody? Body has two main jobs. One is, whatever you eat, it should be digested. And then it should be assimilated in the body. And it should be eliminated. That is one job. Second job. Anybody? Any guess? Repair, excellent, excellent. It is repair and rejuvenation work. Rejuvenation work. Suppose you are totally busy. Suppose I put you, you are working for a 6 day in an office, 8 hours. Right. Other days, but I put you 2 shifts every day, all the 7 days. You will never be able to do any work. Similarly, what we are doing, friend, we are morning to night, we are going on feeding our system. So it is fully busy and doing this work only. So that's why rest is very important. Are you giving rest to your digestive system? You have started having coffee in the morning, 5 o'clock, and eating up to night, 10 o'clock. Where is the rest? Hardly 5, 6 hours of rest. So that is the reason, friends, we are all unhealthy. If we look at, friends, the evolution, talk about hundreds, thousands of years ago, human body has designed what? By fasting and feasting. See, when a hunter-gatherer goes, he may not be successful every day for a hunter gathering food. When he gathered food, probably that day there is a feast for all of them. And maybe 1, 2 days they feast with the food available. Maybe another couple of days they may not have food. So but what is happening now? We are on a feasting mode, 360 days. Not only the economically rich people, look at even poor people also. They are having 3, 4 coffee tea and they are eating 2, 3 times, gone. Look at in the villages also, people, farmers. I look at people. Many people, at one time, I only thought pregnant women have a belly fat. But look at now men also. Maybe I say, look, is the 7th month or the 8th month. To that level, people have a belly fat, friends. Why? Because we are doing these 10 daily wrong habits. It could be one of yours. You may say, no, sir, I don't have any other habits except I don't sleep in the night. Is it okay? No. You say everything is hunky-dory, but water, no, I drink only half a liter. Gone. So, friends, absolutely essential that it has to be, you have to stop all that nonsense. Now, we go back to this point. Okay, rest. What is the next one? Mind management. How do you manage your mind? So, I always tell mind management is something like, are you keeping your remote with you? Suppose in your house you have a remote. So you can only watch what you wanted. Suppose there are 4 remotes. Your spouse has one remote, your son has one remote. Everybody plays. Similarly, friend, we are all like, puppets. Somebody comes and appreciates us, we feel elated. If somebody comes and criticizes us, we are sad. What does it mean? We are at the mercy of somebody. So let us learn on this. See, manage anxiety, stress, learn yoga, meditation, Ashtanga yoga, 8 limbs of yoga, very important. Look at your emotions. We are all stuck with our emotions. Kama, Krodha, Bodha, Matsya. There are 10 are there. We look at it separately. So this is a very important thing. So look at, we have covered 6 friends. We have covered 7 essentials. What is the 7th one we missed? I have taken the last, the least one. We have not talked about food at all. Remember, friends, you can follow anybody's diet. Somebody says, I'm following XYZ diet, Falana diet, Dimaka diet, follow any damn diet. But these are non-negotiable. A lot of people ask me, sir, Rao sir, what is your diet plan? Can you give a diet chart? I said, no, there is no diet chart. Focus on these 6 first. And then let's look at what is the food. Food, the 7th one. This is the earth element, friend. Mind management is space element. Remember that. Rest, when you are not eating food, you have a body in the space element is, rejuvenated in your body. Excretion, you remove the waste from your body, you are creating space. Otherwise, people tell he is full of shit. Why they say? It's because the guy has a belly fat and probably is talking absolute nonsense. So the space element is not there with him. Now look at what needs to be eaten, friends. Just look at, eat only 2 times when hungry and maintain the same timings. It's so simple. I don't care what you eat. Of course, it all depends on your health score. As I told you, friends, if you go with a leg pain, once I see the x-ray, you don't have a crack, you are going away with a small crack bandage. If I have big crack, I definitely have to do the surgery, nut bolt. Similarly, look at your health score. If you are diabetic, uncontrolled diabetic, you are overweight, you have a high cholesterol, there are small changes. It's not a big thing, friends. Small changes only we would suggest. Remember this point. I want all of you to repeat. Maybe you have not been able to open the audio, but repeat with me. Nothing in between 2 meals except water. Other than water is food. We just looked at it. Very, very important. I did not know this. If somebody offers something, we just put it in the mouth. So look at this 7. As I said to you, yes. See what happens when you take anything that will increase sugar and insulin and develop insulin resistance. I just want to give one example. I give this example for you to drive the point. Absolutely clear. It should be etched in your brain. See, friends, suppose you are some lady is cooking for their family members some biryani. So she is making a mixie for making masala. Say 4 or 5 people are coming, so she puts all the masala and she grinds it. And she, after the grinding, obviously for grinding you have to put the switch on, and then after the grinding you have to take the masala and clean the vessel. Now today you are alone there, you are making a rasam. You are just making a few items only to make that masala. Maybe a few of whatever the masalas you're putting, just a spoonful. Tell me, even that time also you have to put the switch on or not? You require electricity. Once it is ground, you have to clean it up. Similarly, friend, every time you eat, other than water, you put in your stomach, which requires digestion. Maybe you ate a biryani, it may take 2 hours for digestion. Maybe you had taken half a cup of coffee, it may take 20 minutes. But what happens every time your food, once it digested, what happens? It goes into small intestine, and from there blood vessels will, absorb all the nutrients. All the nutrients will go to the liver. Liver is like a policeman. And then it releases the sugar. The nutrients are coming in way of sugars. So the sugar has to be sent to all the cells. See, friends, your human body is with 40 trillion cells. Each cell is like a generator. Look at from the birth to the death. Have you noticed your temperature is 98.4? It has never come down. That means what? There is some metabolic activities happening. Look at, you cook a rice and after 3 hours you see, you put your hand and it is cold. But your body is hot always, 98.4. This is what is the metabolic activities happening. So if you are going on giving the food, you are putting on this sugar, that's what we, maybe in the next slide, next classes, we will look at it, how our body absorbs sugar, what happens if you're eating multiple times. We will look at it separately. As of now, just understand it is going to lead insulin resistance. We have just saw the slide. Insulin resistance is the root cause of the lifestyle disorders. Unfortunately, this particular test is not done by many labs, many doctors. So what is this means, friends? You are traveling in a boat with the invisible crack. You are unable to identify, nobody is helping you, but you are going and you are seeing that why the hell my boat is getting seeping water. You've done your all the best. This is what is the problem, friends. Look at it. I have had more than 700 blood reports. I have seen at least 90% of the people. Maybe in the maybe next classes I can show it to you. I can show you how people, as young as in we have just seen 8-year-old girl, insulin resistance, overweight, all this. Unfortunately, these tests are not done. Look at it, friend. Many times I have seen, I interact with people. Somebody is overweight, say 30-year-old guy is already 30 kg overweight, say he's 90 kg, 100 kg. Compelled by his wife, he gets the blood test done. He gets some package, complete health package, some 5,000, 6,000, well woman, whatever XYZ. So what happens, friends, when we get the blood test, we see ourselves, oh, am I in the range? We see all the parameters. Most of them seems to be in the range. No, you see, there's no problem. Everything is normal. This is the standard dialogue people tell me. Very good. And he goes to the doctor. What does the doctor will tell you, friend? He will also look at it. Oh, great. Everything is fine. You have no cholesterol. You're excellent. Your sugar, fasting sugar is 80. You're very good. Your PP sugar is only 110. Great. But the guy is 30 kg overweight. And all parameters are normal. Now tell me, friend, I used to ask that if I were the patient, I'll ask the doctor, great. You're telling me I'm good everywhere, but why am I abnormal? You say everything is normal, but I'm abnormal. I'm 30 kg overweight, I have a belly fat. You say everything is normal. What it means, friends? Very clear. Two cases. Number one, they are not checking certain parameters. As I gave you the example of buying a 3-bedroom flat, you have never gone seen the bathroom. But you have seen the attic, you have seen everything as other 50 other things. You buy the house, you open the bathroom, it is a disaster. So similarly, look at these markers which I shared with you. Maybe I'll for this group members, I'll share to the sir. Look at those 10 markers. Check yourself. Again, don't go by the range given by the lab. Friends, as I told you, what is the pass mark for a 10th standard boy? Tell me, friends, 35%. Anybody who got 35 pass, 36 pass, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So the range is too large. What is the optimal? You need to at least get 80-90% to get into medical or other engineering. Similarly, not all parameters need not be like that. Say, like insulin, it should be the lowest. D vitamin should be the highest. HbA1 should be the lowest. B12 should be the highest. Cholesterol, triglyceride should be the minimum. Like liver enzyme should be the minimum. They say below 35. So it could be 10. Ideally is 10. Like if you look at the, these inflammation markers, homocysteine, they say up to 30. You should be, if you're below 30, they say. So 0 is the best. 5, 10 at least. So we are all waiting, friends. See, tell me, I want to give you an example. I have a slide, but okay, we don't have much time. Let me tell you. Say you are stuck in a flooded area, friends. Floods are coming, you are stuck in floods. The water has come up to your, waist deep. Any problem? No problem. The water has come up to your neck deep. No problem. Up to chin deep. No problem. Because you can talk, you can speak. So this is what is the advice of the people. You have no problem. When is the problem? When the water touches your mouth or when it touches the nose. So like HbA1c, I'm shocked. Lot of doctors, they say, oh, 7%, no problem. Don't worry. 7% is what? The water has come up to your lower lip. Do you want to get alert when the water is at the knee, ankle deep, or you wait until your neck deep, friends? Tell me. I would like to alert much before, like genetics. See, before the floods, you have the weather man says, and you have those rains coming, cold weather. Floods are going to come, and still you want to stick around there, wait the water come and flood your house, and then run. That's most foolish. This is what Stancer is doing. They're telling you much in advance. Okay, 1 week later you are going to get the snow in US and all. They say 1 week before they tell you are going to have a 3-inch snow after 5 days. So you realize, hey, nothing today. It's very hot and all. But exactly on the 5th day, 6th day, you start finding it. Do you want to wait until the 6th day? Wait, okay, I'll buy the items there or wait ahead. So I would advocate all of you to look at this genetics test so that you'll know. Next, you look at the biomarkers. Stop these daily wrong habits. Check your health score. Start following the Dinacharya. Believe me, friends, until 2016, I was in the company. My company was paying 25,000 rupees for my health insurance for me and my wife, 10 lakhs. I retired in 16. 1 year I continued. Then last 10 years, I don't have insurance. I visit US 3 times. because I know very well I will never ever become sick for lifestyle disorder. Yes, tomorrow some accident can happen. I may get into trouble. That's different. So I have taken only an accident insurance, 890 rupees. Last 9 years. I'm so confident. Why? You do the right things, friends. When you do the right things will happen. If you do the wrong things, definitely you land in trouble. Right? So we have looked at it. What is the time, sir? Could we continue or maybe take the next session? Stan.
I think we'll take a few questions.
Yeah, fine, fine. We have
If
not discussed, very important thing we have not discussed. I'm sorry. This is the Dinacharya. We have looked at the essentials. Like, friend, as I told you, just 1 minute, I'll complete this. See, suppose the sambar, Indian dishes, South Indian sambar dish. So I don't know how to make it. My mom tells me, okay, list out. He gives me the list, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 items, 10 items. And she also tells me the quantities. If you take a dal for 4 people, 1 glass of dal. She doesn't advocate me to put 1 glass of salt. She tells me 2 spoons of salt. So I know, like we have looked at it, 7 essentials. We looked about air. We looked about water, 3 to 4 liters water we have seen. We looked about excretion, 2 bowel movements we have seen. Exercise we have seen 1 hour. Right? Sleep, we have seen 7 hours non-negotiable between 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Stress management, we said non-negotiable. Find a way. Find out what stress you have. Food, we told you to avoid all this, junk food and all that. Eat only 2 times in a day. We have not covered that. We will do that. Now the process. Just because my mom keeps all the items on the table, I put everything in a dish and put it on the stove, I won't get sambar. Similarly, the process we will understand. If we have time, we will do this. Otherwise, we'll cover it in the next class. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Rao. I think there's something called disruptive technology. A lot of technology have come, so there's also a lot of disruptive knowledge. That disruptive knowledge actually goes beyond the conventional wisdom. So I think you have touched upon a lot of points. I think we can have a lot of debate, we can have a lot of questions, and then we can actually convince ourselves, saying that what you're doing is by practical experience, practicing not just with yourself but with almost 700, 800 people. And I discussed with you when you were in the US. So he travels thrice to US and also teaches people there absolutely free of cost, because to a great extent this has become a kind of a mission for Mr. Rao to educate people and to have them alerted much before the water goes beyond the nose level. So thank you so much. अगर आपके कुछ questions हैं
Stan sir, can you just give me a minute? Because
please.
1 minute, I want to show only one slide to you. Just to understand what is the outcome. It's not only for me. It could be for anybody. Understand? If you do the right things, anybody do the right things, it will happen. Just a slide, only one slide. I'll show it to you.
Please go ahead.
Can you see the slide, sir?
Yeah, now that's in the slide shorter mode.
Yeah,
So
I'm
now go
just
to the
going
full,
to.
full page.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to show you. Yes. Yes, friends. Oh, I'm sorry.
Meanwhile, S. Uday is saying that you're similar to Dr. B.M. Hegde. By the way, Dr. B.M.
Sir,
Hegde.
BM Hegde, there is a major difference. I'll tell you. 1 second. Look at this one, friends. 2013 December, I had 8 health issues. I was overweight. I had blood pressure, 11 medicines. I did not know at that time fasting insulin importance. I did not know D vitamin B12. I did not know, but I am sure you guys have not checked. I'm sure you all will have this problem. So I was having 8 health issues. Just in a span of about 4 months, look at how I improved to 90%. I was only having HbA1c 7.8%. And then recently, August 24, almost after 10 years, I have all my records from 2014 onwards. So how I've improved. Now look at this gentleman. We have seen this gentleman in the earlier report. See how he has improved. Look at in about 4 months, 3 months. What all he improved? He lost 16 kg weight, 3 inches waist size reduction. He became from pre-diabetic to non-diabetic. His HbA1c was 6.1% to 5.2%. Then he became nil medication. And then look at from 10% to 80%. That means what? His thyroid has still not come under control. He has not improved his B12. I've told him to go for B12 injections, but he has not. Otherwise, he would have been 90%. Look at another case study, Vivek, this gentleman. This gentleman has not much improved, but look at the improvement. He has improved his insulin resistance from 10.45 to 5.82. 50% he has improved. His weight, he has lost about 9 kg weight, 4 inches waist size. Pre-diabetes, HbA1c from 6.4 to 6.2%. Fatty liver, look at the great improvement he had, liver, fatty liver. He was having fatty liver, he became normal. But all other parameters is improving. He's from 106 kg weight to 97. And look at this gentleman. This is another gentleman, 43-year-old. He is having 7 health issues and he has not improved much. Look at it. His same health, he has not improved. Rather, his insulin resistance has increased from fasting insulin from 8.5 to jump to 14.7. Insulin resistance has 2.35 to 4.17. And his HbA1c also has gone up 6.5 to 6.6%. Can you see this slide, friends?
Yes, we can.
Hello?
Yes, we can.
What happened? I missed it. Yeah. Okay. Now, just a minute. Now, the person who have thoroughly followed spectacular improvement. Another guy who is following is improving because, friends, we have done years and decades to spoil our health. And we have just put 3 months, 4 months. See, the human body is so wonderfully designed. You have to work hard. You work hard overtime to bugger your health. But to make it all right, 3, 4 months, do the right things, it will happen. And the other gentleman, he has missed 1 or 2 points. As I told you, friends, let me come back to the same example of sambar. Please pardon me giving this example. See, friends, how do you get a tasty sambar? Which item is giving a tasty sambar? Which item makes taste in the sambar? Stancer, you have unopened. Which is the item which is making the sambar tasty?
Tomatoes and maybe chili.
Okay. Sir, here is the problem. Listen to me. See, a lot of people say salt. See, important is all ingredients have to be there. Appropriate quantities have to be there. And then we have to dil laga ke kaam karna hai. If you do it absent-mindedly, the sambar will not be tasty. Similarly, here also, you don't do hydration or you have instead of eating 2 times, you're eating 4 times, you're eating that. Even one mistake. To sambar to get spoiled, one item is enough. Either it is more or less or you forgot. Or you put something which is not required for sambar. You don't require sugar. Suppose you put a spoonful of sugar, what will happen? Same thing here, friends. For your body, do the right things. Stop doing the wrong things. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I think, sir, you definitely require more time. And of course, we have listened to people who have actually practically lived what they're, preaching. And you have, generated results in a lot of clients and patients of yours. So आज का सेशन में हम लोगों ने बहुत ऐसा कुछ जाना, उसको बहुत और गहराई में डिटेल में जानने की जरूरत है. We will have more classes like this in future as well. I've just marked in the chat box the YouTube channel where you can actually get this session recorded as well. You can go through it, and we will also have many different every week on every Thursday we are having this free educational classes. I would like to really thank on behalf of all of you, Dr. KSG Rao. Thank you so much. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपको. We're running out of time, but we'll definitely have
only one point I want to share, sir. As I told you, friends, in the beginning, 4 blind people describing an elephant. Now, at least do you have the perspective what is elephant looks like?
Yes.
Elephant doesn't look like a pillar. Elephant doesn't look like a stick. See, a lot of times people are talking about diet, falana, dimaka. Don't go by that. Look at this overall. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Great. So I just want to end once again by thanking you. And I just want to share a couple of slides कि हर Thursday को हम लोग ये webinar करते हैं. So Mr. Rao just mentioned this, that Velocity Genetics has a program called Velocity Genetics Advanced DNA Testing Program. DNA test करने के बाद में you will be able to get that alert saying that कि snowfall होने वाला है, floods आने वाले हैं, बारिश आने वाली है, आंधी तूफान साइक्लोन आने वाला है. So we can be prepared, well prepared for any eventuality. if we actually follow this. So we can look at various vital parameters, not just the pathological conditions, existing conditions, but also what's there at the genetic level, कि आगे क्या क्या होने वाला है, इसका भी हम लोगों को परिचय मिलेगा. We need to understand and take it very seriously, तभी जाके उसका मजा आ जाएगा. नहीं तो हमको जैसे मिस्टर राव ने कहा कि मुंह तक भी पानी आ गया तो सब रिपोर्ट्स तो नॉर्मल ही है, सब कुछ ठीक ठाक ही है, कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है. बट देन वील हैव टू, आई हैव अ लॉट ऑफ लाइव केसेस लाइक दैट कि जहां पर हम लोगों ने ऐसा किया हुआ है. सो जेनेटिक रिवोल्यूशन हो रहा है व्हिच कैन अलर्ट यू in advance. So I would like all of us to be a part of this. Say some good words to people कि ऐसी technology available है, ये हम लोग बता देंगे. And in next week we are going to have another very very interesting session. जैसे मैंने कहा कि विग्नेट के जरिए हम लोग 2 महीने का कोर्स भी देते हैं. Some of you, most of you I guess, are a part of that course, which is batch 14 right now. If you are not been a part of that, next batch के लिए आप registration कर सकते हैं. And this batch is underway. We've just completed 2, 3, 4 classes already. And next week we are going to have a very very interesting subject. We have Dr. HSR Arora. He worked with the Indian Defense with various positions, and he's going to have an interaction, and we are going to talk about cardiogenomics. Cardiovascular disease के संबंधित क्या ऐसी जानकारी है हम लोग जेनेटिक लेवल में पहले से ही पता कर सकते हैं, and what are the major trends that are happening which are helping us actually get this alert. So with this I end, and once again I want to really thank Mr. Komma Siva Gangeswara from down south. We had a lot of idli, vada, sambar, a lot of rasam today, and I think we really enjoyed it. So we are going to have more such classes. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका. Thank you so much, sir. Guide us as you've been always doing. And I'm also proud that he's also one of the medical advisory board members or a scientific board advisory member. And illness के पहले आता है wellness, और wellness को हम लोग सही तरीके से ध्यान रखेंगे, illness की नौबत ही नहीं आ जाएगी. So thank you so much, and we'll see you again next week for the class. It's absolutely free. It's an education. It's a commitment to alert people about various concepts of wellness, fitness, health, and holistic well-being. Thank you so much. Goodbye and good night.
Just a second, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I thank all of you, and I would request you to share your feedback. There's a group available so that I can improve myself in terms of the presentation, in terms of the content. And if anybody is interested more, you can watch my YouTube channel, Wellness Secrets. You can get the more content. Friends, it's necessary that we have to invest time. As I invested 8,000 hours, what knowledge you are getting is absolutely crystal clear. And the data what I'm providing you is authentic. I have no desire to, give any wrong information. So please go through, invest time, learn, and join this, Velocity Genetics program also, so that you can enhance your knowledge. As I said to you, don't wait for the floods to flood you out. Learn before it happens. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Goodbye and good night to all.